Hey guys, Elissa Stone. We're back in the hot seat today. I have a couple of different visitors. So excited. I've had one of them before. One of them is brand new. So we'll get to introductions in just a minute, but I have some exciting news. But first, before I share that, we have Daryl, CEO of Noble Mortgage. And then we also have Haneen. Hi, Haneen. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
She is with Legacy Insurance Advisors, and I will share why she's here today as well with this exciting news. So where we're going and what's going on is the last time Daryl was here, we talked about how I got started in the business. We talked a little bit about, our 3-year history relationship as far as hard money lending and doing some of the deals that we've done. And we talked about me transitioning into multifamily, which has been a very exciting transition. And now where we sit, I hate to talk about it. I don't want to jinx anything, but as of yesterday, working very closely with Daryl, and then I also had a private money lender involved, we closed on the paperwork on a multifamily in Texas City. So super excited about that. And then we are supposed to fund today. So hopefully I'm not jinxing myself. You know it's never a done deal until it funds, but it is supposed to fund today and everything's looking good. So we'll have to update on that. But the reason why we're here today is because Daryl was part of this journey. We'd always talked about the single family side and then transitioning to multifamily. And then Haneen actually started her company recently in partnership with Daryl. We'll talk a little bit more about that story. And she was the person in the company that helped with the insurance for this deal. So Haneen, thank you for being here. Daryl, thank you for being here.
Thank you and congratulations. Like
Thank
you said,
you.
hadn't
It's
funded.
Not funded. Oh my
Not funded yet, knock on wood, but it's funding.
Yes.
It's in the process of funding. The wires have been sent. It's just a matter of.
It's just like that one final
yes,
thing.
but I agree with you. You never like
"Ah."
until the checks are cut. Like you never like. But yes, I agree. But
Right.
congratulations. Very proud of you.
Thank you.
You're a determined woman. You always have been, and you told me this months ago, and then boom, here we are.
Yeah,
on
so
your first
fun.
deal. That's exciting.
Thank you.
Very
I'm
exciting.
super excited. Once again, I entered into a contract. Had no idea how I was going to make it happen. But you believed in me. Our last podcast, you said that. I believed in myself and
Yep.
just worked through the process, and here we are. So for anybody that feels like they don't have the knowledge or background to get started in real estate, it's really about the belief within yourself and then figuring out all the pieces and the relationships to go. But Haneen, tell us a little bit about your background and how you got started with what you're doing now and some of the services that you're offering.
Okay, so I started in the insurance industry in 2016 with Allstate. And I was just an agent working for an agency, and I started promoting the agency, going to auto dealerships, going to apartment complexes, mortgage companies. So somehow I got into the auto industry and kind of just left the insurance industry for about 4 years.
Sure.
As I moved up in the auto industry, it got to a point where there was nothing else to do. You just move up to the top. And I loved what I was doing, and I loved to work. And I love the insurance world because it was very similar. I was a finance director, so it was very similar to selling insurance. You're basically selling warranties and financing. I didn't like the concept of being in the office all the time, which
Sure.
we used to work 70 hours a week. Every week. You work weekends. So I didn't really have a work-life balance. I wanted to find that work-life balance, but I also wanted to have the same lifestyle that the auto industry had rewarded me with. And the only way to do it was to go to commercial lines insurance. So I reached out to Daryl once I knew that, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I had done my research about it. It was something that I was comfortable to make that move at that point. So I reached out to Daryl because I knew he owned Noble Mortgage.
Sure.
And I reached out to him to just kind of network and be like, hey, I'm about to start this. I need you to send me leads. And he was like, you know what? I'm kind of happy with my current agent. I don't think I'm going to change.
Of course, he would say that,
Yeah,
of course.
He's like, but we can partner up, and that's the only way you could get my leads.
Oh.
So I was like, all right, this is worth a talk. So I think we talked about it for about 4 months, right?
Yeah, something like that.
So we talked about it for 4 months, and then finally we decided, okay, this is the way to go. It made a lot of sense with what he's really good at. What I lack. I'm not good at marketing. I'm not good at being the face of the company, even though
Podcasts? No, I'm kidding.
I am not good at podcasting. So I'm not good at those things, and he's very good at it. And I know the insurance world, like that's what I'm good at. I know how to get things done. So even if it's super complicated, there's absolutely no way to do it, I'll figure out a way, or I'll create one to make it happen. So that's what I'm good at. And I think with our partnership, it's a complete partnership where he completes what I lack and I complete what he lacks. And it's been amazing. I mean, we've been in business for almost 2 months, and we've been doing great to the point where I'm like, okay, we need to hire more agents.
Yes.
And I think that's the next step, is to start hiring more agents. And
if anybody's listening, interested, they're hiring more agents, just keeping that in mind since that just popped out.
Yes.
Well, that's great. And so tell me the different service lines that you offer insurance for. I saw something the other day on Daryl's marketing about pets, but kind of give us the lineup if you don't mind. Are we talking residential, multifamily, retail? Like what exactly is your service line?
Okay. So we pretty much do anything that has anything to do with personal lines and commercial lines, property and casualty.
Okay.
We have close to 300 different carriers that we can quote with. Now, that doesn't mean I have 300 different carriers that can quote residential. It just means we can literally quote any line of business, any industry possible, because we have the carriers access to do it.
Sure.
Now, if we don't have the carrier to do it, then we can get appointment with that carrier, which takes about 24 hours, and get a quote started. So even if we don't have it, we can get it. So any line of business, any industry. I don't do life and health, so that's the only thing that I'm not really involved in, but pretty much everything that's
in any commercial property, obviously lines, apartments,
which is our honestly, like commercial lines, residential apartments. That's really my main focus as opposed to personal. But we also do personal. We also have all these carriers. We have Progressive, we have Philadelphia, we have Liberty Mutual, we have Allstate, Encompass. So we have a lot of a list of carriers that we can quote through. So.
Okay, amazing. Well, I will tell you my personal experience. Again, this was my very first multifamily, and it's been a very seamless process. So getting information, working direct with Daryl as well as Chris at Noble, and then also working with you, Haneen, like getting information and helping to educate me, going through different things. And I think you can tell by my personality, I'm like, I don't need to see all the paper, just what's the bottom line? How much, how long? And that's pretty typical of my personality. But it's been a very, very good experience.
Thank you.
Probably should take a look at like my auto insurance and all that good stuff.
Yes.
Been waiting on that.
I know. It's so sad. Like it comes out of my account. I don't even know who my carriers are.
I'm the same
I don't even
way.
know how much I pay. And I'm like, I don't even know where to begin to find that information.
Yeah.
I know that's bad, but that's true.
I'm the same way. She was like, send me your auto and home. And I'm like, I don't even know who does it. Let me ask Lindsay at the office.
Okay, so good. I don't feel so bad.
Yeah.
I don't feel so bad. So, Daryl, I know we talked a little bit about Noble Mortgage last time you were here, but give us a recap for any of our listeners who are currently in real estate, getting started in real estate, doing residential, multifamily. I think that's so important because we've had an amazing relationship. Just the other day, I had somebody message me and say, hey, I'm getting started. Who's a great hard money lender? And I immediately popped them over to you. I think Chris jumped on the phone the next day and had a call out to her with an application. But give us a good overview of Noble again, please.
Sure. So Noble Mortgage started the company in 2003, and we are known for our hard money loans, but we also do regular conventional loans for residential and commercial property. So pretty much anybody that needs to borrow money on a piece of real estate, we can finance. So we do a lot of fix and flips. We do commercial property on the hard money basis like we did on your multifamily property. Right. So, and hard money is just a tool that investors use when the property needs to be renovated or perhaps they can't qualify for regular long-term bank financing. And then once the property is finished and completed and in good condition, they either sell it and pay us off or they refinance it into a long-term loan, which we also provide those loans. Right. So whether they're buying a first-time home or refinancing to try to get a low rate, which the rates are still like crazy low right now, we can pretty much help them on all those. And then your multifamily, we do a lot of commercial on the hard money side as well. For something like that where it needed to be renovated, you're buying it under market value, so you can use that leverage to have to put down hardly anything. I think you brought $300 to the closing table on this deal.
Right.
Amazing, right?
Absolutely amazing.
Our deal worked out really good.
It did. And one of the benefits about kind of doing what I did also plays in a negotiation because when I'm up against other investors and competitors in the market, when you do use hard money initially, which you always wouldn't, but this property fit that specific plan, when you do use hard money, you can negotiate obviously a much shorter close date, whereas most multifamily anywhere from 90 to 120 days. And so obviously who's going to get first look if I'm competitive on pricing, but at the same time, I'm able to close much, much quicker. So just keep that in mind. It could absolutely benefit you moving forward. So I wanted to give a couple of other updates. I know y'all are here and this is probably going to bore you, but we were talking about it earlier and this is kind of like the journey to the wall for me. The whole project, there's very specific milestones. One of those is my Braden project. So that's, true, honest transparency. It's sat on the market a little bit longer. My initial analysis was that it would move for about $832,000. Those were my numbers prior to me even closing on the property. Now I had an experienced investor, I guess probably over 15 years, tell me, hey, I think you should list for $899. My gut, my intuition was like, I'm not sure. But of course, don't want to leave any money on the table, so I did. I don't think that was the right call. My last 3 or 4 properties have always turned within less than 11 days. So this one's been on the market for about 20. I am seeing a shift in the market. Are you, Daryl?
Yes.
On the higher end homes?
Yes.
I've seen a little bit of a shift. Some of these higher end homes, there's price reductions, typically about 3%, which I did do. We're having an open house tonight. I know it'll turn quickly. The rehab itself came out beautifully, but that's the update on that. And then I was talking to Haneen, which I haven't known that long, about fitness. And, of course, with Total Wealth, it's all about, all the different pillars. So it's real estate, it's education, it's romance, it's fitness, which I still lack on the romance side, probably will for a long time because I'm so focused on business. But updating the viewers, I think my last podcast was with my fitness coach, and I talked about doing a fitness competition for October, not knowing how I'm going to manage the fitness, the business, the kids, but I'm doing good this week. If I had to rank myself on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm a 9.5.
Nice.
I know. I'm like, woo, good week. Now, next week I might be a 4, but who knows? But this week I've been doing, the fasting cardio. I've been hitting the gym, so that's going good. October is right around the corner. Maybe Haneen's going to do a fitness competition.
Yes.
I don't know. I think we should rope her in. I think people should comment and say, hey, Haneen should do a fitness competition in October.
I'm willing to do it. I like fitness. I'm more than willing to do it.
It's amazing. You take so much away from it. I think if you've never done it, people have a hard time understanding it.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to understand it first. So
yeah.
That's why I'm like, okay, send me the information, and if everything checks out, I'll get
like
it.
today, like the podcast. You're like,
yeah, just like the podcast, same thing.
Let's not even talk about that.
It's amazing because it's really about dedication, determination, pushing your mind to the next level. And I think we do that in all aspects in life. And it's hard to understand with a fitness competition how that could possibly happen, but it does. And then once you get through it, you are so dang proud of yourself. It's just like, I cannot believe I did that. Of course, everybody wants to win, but even if you don't, you take so much away from it. And as I've mentioned on other podcasts, it spreads into the business element. It spreads into the family element. So it's just, there's this positive, like widespread effect on your entire life. And Leslie, I know you watch my podcast. I know you're hitting the gym. I've seen you're doing amazing. I think you should do a fitness competition too. Calling you out, sorry. Is there anything else you guys would like to add today about Legacy Insurance or Noble Mortgage?
No, it's exciting time right now. I've always wanted to start an insurance company as well. I don't think I've told you that. And just, running a company keeps you busy enough. So I needed the right partner, which is where Haneen came in. So, like she said,
choice, by the way.
I know,
Thank
right?
you.
She hit me up for business. I'm like, how about we do a little bit better than that? So, I bring a lot of knowledge on the business side. She has the insurance expertise, which I'm familiar on the insurance side as well. But it's been a beautiful fit. So we're super excited to close the loan with Noble Mortgage and insure the property. I'm like, this is what I envisioned. So very happy that it happened with you.
Very, very seamless transaction. So I'm excited about it. So how do people get in touch? I mean, obviously with Noble Mortgage, somebody reaches out to me and like there's the immediate connection. But Haneen, how do people get in touch with you as well if they want to get quotes on their insurance and just get more information and really start to focus on that relationship with you?
So we have our social media pages. We have an Instagram page, Facebook. We have our Google page up, which has all our contact information. It also I have a business cell. So some people just prefer to text.
Sure.
Which is what I've been getting mostly. Is I've been getting text messages of, hey, I'm trying to get insurance for this. Could you help me? And all of our information are out there.
Yeah, and our website is legacyadvisorsadv.com.
Okay. ADV.
Yes.
A Legacy Insurance
Legacy
Advisors.
Insurance ADV.
Yeah, Legacy. Sorry, we fought on this, which one to go with, because LegacyInsuranceAdvisors.com was taken, so we went with LegacyInsuranceADV.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that has all our contact as well.
Okay, I like it. And of course, anybody can reach out to me and I'll make sure and get you in contact with the appropriate
absolutely.
people. So fingers crossed, maybe by the time everybody watches this, we'll be fully funded. We'll put that on the little title if that does happen, which I know it will. It's going to. I told you I was going to close on this.
Yep. It'll be done
More
today.
Yes, more to come. So thank you, Haneen. Thank you, Daryl, for
Thank
joining
you.
me today.
Congratulations again.
I put them on the spot. We were going to take some quick
No.
pictures.
You put me on the spot.
We did.
You guys
Daryl and I
planned
put
this.
Haneen
Yes.
on the spot. You
Yes.
did amazing.
Yeah,
and
thank
I
you.
guarantee you're going to get some business from this. So
Thank
worth
you.
it.
Thank you.
All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye.